Okay, hello guys. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make some Kalua pork or some Kalua pig, okay? We're going to do this in the oven. It's real simple. Takes a lot of time though. We're going to cook them 14 to 16 hours, but on super low heat. But you can get some super melt in your mouth Kalua pork, okay? So we're starting off with this is one half 600 pan, so it's 6 inches deep. You get one pan that your pork butt can fit inside, but when you wrap, the thing don't touch the top. Okay, that's very important. All right. So I get this in one half 600 pan. I get half an inch of water in the bottom. Okay, half an inch of water on the bottom, and I get the pork butt, and I just want to put some little bit liquid smoke on top, real little bit, just to cover. Couple, maybe 3 teaspoons or tablespoon and a half, just to cover the top. You don't put too much. You're not salting this yet. No salt, no pepper, no nothing, okay? All you get now right now is the pork butt, a little bit liquid smoke on top, and about half an inch of water on the bottom of the pan, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this in a saran wrap or plastic wrap, yeah? You need to wrap them 3 times. I need you to wrap them 3 times. Seal them up real good, okay? No worry, the plastic wrap not gonna melt. Okay, as long just make sure the plastic wrap not touching the top of the pork butt. All right. So that's 2. Okay, and you like seal them all the way around real good. All right. And 3. Okay, so you wrap 3 times with the saran. Okay, or your plastic wrap. Okay, make sure the thing is sealed real good around everything, all the edges sealed real good. Okay, now I'm going to put this on tin foil now. Okay, so let me get right back to, let me get the tin foil and get right back to you. Okay guys, so now I get this thing wrapped with the can. I'm going to wrap them in tin foil. I need you to wrap 2 times the tin foil. Okay, heavy duty tin foil please. Okay, so I stayed home and I'm not at one of my kitchens, but anyway, I stole the plastic wrap, but I forgot to take the tin foil. So I get tin foil, heavy duty tin foil at home, but I have to put 2 pieces together because of course my tin foil is the regular size one you guys get at home too. So I just put 2 pieces together. I don't know if you guys can see, but I just lay one on top of the other and crimp the middle part, yeah? So we get one big piece. So what you do now, you just wrap them. You just wrap the other kind now, okay? Make sure all the edges stay crimped down good, okay? Okay, and you can do this twice. So right now you get 3 saran wraps sealed good, and you get 2 tin foils gonna be sealed good, okay? Put 2 little too big, this one, but that's alright. Okay, then you get your other piece, same thing, I say crimp them in the middle. And then you make sure the sides stay crimped down real good. Okay? And that's it. Okay guys? So right now, you get the pork butt not touching the top, right? You get half inch water in your pan. You get a little bit liquid smoke on the top. No salt, no nothing. No seasoning, no nothing. And you get 3 saran wrap first, and then 2 heavy duty tin foil after that. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this inside the oven.
Okay, guys. So I say voicing over this part. So actually, we put them in the oven for at 195 degrees, 195 degrees for 17 and a half hours. Okay. It wasn't 185. It was 195 degrees for 17 and a half hours. All right. So I'll get back to the
video now. You guys know the pork butt is about 8 pounds, so you get about total 10 pounds with everything on top, right? At about 12 hours, pull your pan and just feel how heavy the thing should feel. Same weight. If you're getting lighter, that means you overcook. Not overcooking, but you're losing water somewhere. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this in the oven, 185.
Again, no listen to what I'm saying. We put it in the oven for at 195 degrees for 17 and a half hours. Okay, 195 degrees for 17 and a half hours. Okay, let's get back to the video.
I'll show you guys what the thing look like. Okay, so I see you guys in about 14 hours, and then we'll take a look what the pork butt look like. Okay, stay tuned, bro. Aloha. Okay, guys. So I bought these things to my one of my kitchens now because we gotta do some stuff over here. But anyway, so I took it 195 degrees and we actually let it go for 17 hours actually. Okay, so at the end of this video, I'll write down some times and the times and temperatures that you guys can leave it in there. I mean, you guys can do this anywhere from 350 to 175, just different times. But the 195, we actually left it in for 17 and a half hours. Okay, so it's been resting now for about an hour. And when you let it rest, if you see what happens when you let it rest, what happens is the saran gets sucked in. I don't know if you can see it, right? There's usually a saran wrap over it, but it's sucked in now. It's like it's creating a vacuum in there. And this happens when it cools down. So you always gotta let it rest. You cannot just bust them open. You just gotta trust that after 17 and a half hours, it's gonna be good, okay? So as you can see, the saran wrap is sucked down, and what I'll do is I'll release it now, and you guys can see it come back up, yeah? Okay? So what it does now, when it sucks in like that, what's happening is the meat, when it creates a vacuum, it's sucking all the juices back in. Well, a lot of the juices anyway. But you still have a lot of juices in there, okay? Don't throw away the juice. What you're gonna do is you're gonna mix the pork and everything with the juice, okay? Fat and all, okay? If you're doing them in an emu, of course, you're not gonna get them like this, but all the fat went into the meat. So when you do it in the oven, it's kind of the same purpose, but with this juice that you have in there, the juice that came out, you're going to mix that into the pork. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, remember, we had no seasoning on this. It was basically just your pork. You had a half an inch of water on the bottom and a little bit of liquid smoke on the top. We put the liquid smoke to simulate that it was in the emu, right? Okay, so let me put this camera down now, and what we're going to do is now, hang on. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, all you're going to do is salt them now. Now, we're going to put my salt. Okay, and I'm using Aloha again, Aloha salt. If you can mix, it does make a difference. If you don't have kosher salt, is fine. Please don't use table salt. Please don't use iodized salt. It just ruins the flavor. So if you can, as much as possible, try use Hawaiian salt. Okay. So this is one of the pork butts. This one was only about 7 pounds. Okay. I get the 9-pound one on the side. But I just sprinkle some salt in. I put in about maybe 2.5 tablespoons at the beginning, and you can always salt some more. Remember, you can take out the salt, but you can always add some more, okay? And what I'm gonna do is, I wish I could show you guys, but I just, here, let me try to bring this up. All I'm doing is I just shredding the meat into the sauce, okay? That's all. Okay, so let me get this done little bit. But all you can do is shred the meat into the sauce, or into the jus that came out of the pork. Yeah, you never add nothing else to them. Remember, we never add nothing. Now we adding salt. Okay, and Kalua pork, that's all it is. Okay, is pork and salt. You think not gonna have depth of flavor, but let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you one story, and guys on my Facebook that know me can verify this story. We do this dish a lot of times when we do like Village Fest or some kind of beer festival, whatever. And you got to give away free samples, right? So a lot of times we make Kalua pork, a little cheap to do, and it tastes good. Well, we had times where we get a barbecue place across us that doing pulled pork with their salt, the barbecue sauce and everything. Guys would come over to us, dump their stuff out, and ask for more of our Kalua pork. And guys would tell me, and sometimes get upset and tell me, well, what's your recipe for this? Because we know you're not just putting salt, but that's all it is. It's just salt. But the flavor is just Well, Kalua pork, you guys know salt does an incredible thing, especially Hawaiian salt, especially Aloha salt. So like I said, if you possibly can, Aloha salt. If cannot, kosher salt will be alright. But nothing beats good old Hawaiian salt. Anyway, so I don't know if you can see how straight. So, but what it is now, this pork is like melt in your mouth tender. It's not stringy. It looks stringy, but it's not. It just melt in your mouth tender. All right. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna finish this up. Anyway, you guys have a blessed day out there. You guys stay safe in all this situation. And I'll come up with some more recipes for you guys soon. But this just wanted to give you guys a quick, guys who like make Kalua pork when they stay somewhere else, you know, on the mainland. You don't need to dig the hole. One day we'll show you guys actually that we actually do have a pit up here in one of our properties. We do have a pit that we actually put pork in the pit in the imu, and then we do them that way. But right now, you know, it's too hot for do that kind of stuff right now. Nobody gonna stand out there at 105 degrees and burn the rocks and everything. But anyway, so again, like I say, Kalua pork, Kalua pig. So this is gonna be the most melt in your mouth Kalua pig you guys ever made. Okay, you guys stay blessed out there. Take care, and we shall see you guys on the next video. All right, aloha.